you need to do to get through to Super Regionals?
Wow. Okay. You looked at me. I think we just need to go out there and play Arizona softball. You know, we've had games, you know, against Oklahoma, against ASU, and I think if we come out like we did against them, we'll definitely make it to where we want to go and, you know, just play relaxed, play our game, and just have some fun.
How excited are you to play the postseason this year?
I'm very excited. You know, me and Bruce have been joking, our trainer, have been joking all week, like, I got to get through yesterday, which I did, and now we got to get through today, and I think we'll be good, and I'm just excited to get out there, and, you know, I've had butterflies all week long, and I think just going out there and in this stage, in this big time, I'm excited.
Does it feel like a long time coming?
Like, just playing in postseason. Yeah, I mean, I sat out my entire freshman year, missed postseason last year, so the first 2 years I was just kind of a bystander and, you know, just looking at the way it's played, you know, with so much more intensity. It's been definitely a long time, and just the emotions and feelings built up. I'm ready.
What was it like for you as that bystander in freshman year and then last year?
You know, it was hard, but I mean, I learned to get into that role pretty quick, just being the teammate that I needed to be, being loud and just picking them up. It was hard, you know, just watch them go through postseason, and, you know, I felt the losses as much as they did, and I'm just ready to actually be part of it and see what I can do to help this team win.
How are you feeling physically? I know you had knee soreness and you had, I guess, food poisoning.
Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling a lot better, you know, I mean, and I've said before, like, I'm not going to be 100%, you know, the rest of the year, but I'll give 100% of what I do have, and I'm feeling good and ready to get after it.
Jessie and Taylor, how much does it mean to you to have Alyssa this time in the postseason, bat in the lineup, defense behind you in the circle? What's it going to be like this time around?
Yeah, you know, I think that it's great. I've been fortunate enough to play with Alyssa since I was 12, so you know, I'm kind of get used to her out on the field and in the lineup. But I think that the past couple of years have been a little bit different for her, and I know that she's gone through her struggles and had to overcome those battles that she's faced with her injuries. But I think that it's only made her stronger. I think that she's matured more from it, and I think that our team as a whole and me in general are really excited to have her back for postseason, ready to go and just be with the team for postseason.
Taylor, given your relationship and history, what was your reaction when she went down last year right before regionals began?
Yeah, I think that it was during the middle of practice, so I wasn't in the outfield with her when it happened, but I kind of just knowing, I think that she handled it a lot better the second time than she did the first time. But you can kind of tell right away, and she kind of sat there and said, you know, I think I'm pretty sure it's a torn ACL. It feels the same exact way that it did the first time, but we're gonna get it checked. We're gonna see what's going on, and you know, she kept her positivity throughout it all, and I think that that was the best thing about it. Like, no matter what, she had the positivity, she had the, you know, the mindset that we still all had going into postseason, and just because she couldn't be out on the field with us doesn't mean that she wasn't part of the team or wasn't being a good teammate. I think she did everything that she could in her power to do anything and everything that she could to be a part of our team during postseason, and I think she really kind of stepped up and embraced her role that she had to take over at that point. But, you know, it's always great to have her back, and always great to have her, you know, talking in your ear every pitch, you know, now that she's in the infield. But, yeah, I think it's something that's really hard for everybody to see. You know, you don't want any of your teammates to have a situation like that occur, especially in a crucial time of the season. But it is what it is, and we're moving forward from it, and this year's a new year, so.
And how does it help you or hurt you this year with your new position, talking in your ear?
Yeah, you know, I think that's the question that I get all the time. What's it like having Alyssa in the infield now? It's like another voice. You know, you always hear Jessie's voice at short, but now you hear Alyssa's voice right here. So, you know, having the two of them on the field, I think without them it'd be a little quiet sometimes. But it's always that reassurance that you have on the field when you're out there, even if it's pitch to pitch or just, you know, like something funny that you just got to hear, or something like that. I think it's just great to have Alyssa be able to be on the field in a position that she kind of had to relearn quickly, but I think she adjusted well, and she fits in well with the infield now, and we're all excited to have Grandma in the infield with us. So.
Hey, none of that.
Taylor, how does your approach change knowing that every time you go in the circle now the season's on the line?
I don't think it changes very much. I think that, like we said, this is a crucial point of the season, and this is kind of the third part of the year that you go through when you play in a single season. But we're going to play every game like Arizona softball, like Alyssa had said, and just because it's postseason doesn't mean that anything changes. We're just kind of perfecting what we've already learned and carrying it with us and kind of embracing every moment that we have. We're going to have to keep our head in the game the entire time and keep our composure and stay focused. But I think that should go with any game. I know that this year we've had our struggles, but our mentality has been always play every game like it's a championship game mindset, and I think that while using that, it benefits us more than it hurts us in the end. So I think that we just got to carry that momentum with us and kind of get on a roll and use it to our advantage.
Jessie, what was the biggest lesson you learned after last year's postseason?
Well, definitely after last year, finished that year, not how we would liked. Kind of quick start to this year right after it. Definitely a whole new look to our team. We lost those 8 big crucial seniors that helped us get to where we needed to be last year. But basically the whole motto with this team, our young team that we do have, is being mature. We just have to learn the maturity and lead together as a team. Coach's new thing is flying a V formation like a flock of geese.
Honk.
And so definitely this year is a little bit different new look for us, but I'm confident in our team. Definitely not happy with the 14th seed. I would like to have been ranked a little bit higher, but I'm excited to prove people wrong and go as far as we possibly can. I definitely want to be sitting at the last game in Oklahoma City with the big trophy with my teammates, but right now we're taking every game one by one and just taking St. Francis tomorrow, so I'm excited.
You guys struggled a few times throughout the season with quiet bats. St. Francis is known for hitting homers. I guess how are you guys going to enter the game knowing you're going to have to get those tiny hits and maybe either shut down and don't give them any opportunities to get them?
I think one of the biggest things that you learn, especially in college softball, is that the name on the jersey doesn't mean anything, especially in the postseason. It means something to you and your team and everybody supporting you, but you can't take any team lightly because of what school they go to, what they represent, because postseason is a different game. But I think that we've had our ups and downs throughout this season, but I truly feel that our team has overcome it, has matured from it, has grown from it, and I think that when the time comes starting tomorrow, we're ready to go. And I think that we've been working out since all week for this moment. Coach always says that it doesn't start the day of game day. It starts the weeks before, prior up to it, when you're busting your butt in practice and practicing all the things that you might have not practiced or have experienced in games the past few weeks. But we're just going to come out, we're going to play Arizona softball, and I have faith in my team, and in our bats and in our defense, and I think we're just going to go out and get the job done.
To follow up on that, Taylor, towards the end of the season you're going in and out of conference and sometimes struggled against the out-of-conference teams a little bit. Do you think that, how does that affect going forward?
I think that it's always good to kind of play teams that are non-conference games, especially as you get closer to the end of conference. There's 56 games that you're allowed in a regular season before the postseason starts. So, coach uses that to our advantage and gets every single game in there. So, I think that one of the best things for us is using our bye week, like a lot of other teams have this year, using our bye week to play a 3-game series against another team or have a mini invitational type of thing that we've had. But I always think that New Mexico State gives us a run for our money every time we play them. We play them every year for non-conference during our season. We played New Mexico this year. We even had an earlier one with Minnesota, a really good game earlier this year. And then playing a 3-game series against Grand Canyon, I think, was a really good way to keep our team softball ready, especially going into Stanford last weekend, but especially going into the postseason. I know it's kind of weird when schedules get shifted a little bit, so trying to maintain a regular schedule, I think that's what coach tries to do for the most part, but I think it helps us more than it hurts us, so it just gives us more reps, gives us more opportunities to go out there and play the game that we came to school to play.
Taylor, what makes St. Francis so good at the long
Yeah, so watching film, they come out, they're very aggressive. They take their hacks and they're not going to use them lightly, no matter what count. That's something that we've kind of noticed, whether it's a 0-2 count or a 2-1 count or a 3-2 count. They're going to come out and they're going to swing, and their swing is going to be the same every time. They're not going to cut their swing short. They're going to get every opportunity they can to take their big aggressive hacks. So I think that that's something that our pitching staff is aware of. That's something that our defense and our coaches are aware of too. So I think that that's what makes them really successful, hitting-wise, getting those long homers that they've been having all year. But in the postseason, I think our team is just ready to go out there, get some outs. Coach always talks about key hits, great pitching, and good defense. So we just got to really emphasize on those three things and have them work all together with our team.
Taylor, do you do anything to ramp up for this? Because on a normal weekend, you're going to pitch Friday, maybe Saturday, maybe after Sunday, but now as the ace of this team, you're going to have to go out there a lot. Is there something you do to make sure that for postseason, you got to go back-to-back days?
I think the biggest thing, especially being in Arizona, is hydration. Our team's been talking about that a lot, just making sure we're hydrated. But honestly, I feed off of my team, so if they go out and perform for me, I have to go out and perform for them. We are trying to extend our season as long as possible at this point now, so every game matters for us, and every game in our conference mattered for us too. So just going out there and knowing that my team's busting their butt on the field all 7 innings, and if I got to come in, if I start, whatever the case scenario may be,